Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adelina Safitri. My NPM is 244110009. I'm from class management 24A. So right now I will explain material about forces, supply, and demand. Understanding the fundamentals of economics. 1. Scarcity. Limited resources and unlimited ones create the need for economic decision making. 2. Choice. Individuals, business, and governments make the choices based on their priorities and constraints. 3. Opportunity cost. The value of the next best alternative forgone when making a choice. 4. Efficiency. Optimizing resource allocation to maximize output and minimize waste. Introducing the concept of supply and demand. Supply. Supply is the amount of a good or service that producers are willing and able to offer for sale at a given price. Demand. The amount of a good or service that consumers are willing and able to purchase at a given price. Markets and competition. A market is a group of buyers and sellers of a particular product. A competitive market is one with many buyers and sellers. Each has a negligible effect on price. In a perfectly competitive market, all goods exactly the same. Buyers and sellers so numerous that no one can affect marketplace. Each is a price taker. In this chapter, we assume markets are perfectly competitive. Okay, next is demand. Demand is the quantity demanded of any good in the amount of the good that buyers are willing and able to purchase. Law of demand. The claim that the quantity demanded of good falls when the price of the good rises, other things equal. The demand schedule. Demand schedule, a table that shows the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity demanded. The example: Helen's demand for lettuce. Notice that Helen's preferences obey the law of demand. The law of supply. 1. Higher prices. Producers are motivated to supply more goods. 2. Lower prices. Producers are less inclined to supply as much. The law of demand. 1. Lower price. Consumers are more likely to buy a good. Higher prices. Consumers are less likely to buy a good. Factors affecting supply and demand. Factor: impact on supply, impact on demand, like input costs. Higher costs decrease supply. Improved technology increase supply. But consumer income impact on demand is higher income increases demand. And consumer preferences impact on demand is changes in preferences affect demand. Equilibrium and disequilibrium. Equilibrium is the point where supply and demand surface intersects. representing the price and quantity at which supply equals demand. This equilibrium, when supply and demand are not in balance, resulting in either a surplus or shortage of goods. Market type: a competitive market. A competitive market is a market with many buyers and sellers that is not controlled by any one person, in which a narrow range of prices are established that buyers and sellers at even. Competition, perfect and otherwise. Perfect competition products are the same, numerous buyers and sellers, so that each has no influence over price. Buyers and sellers are price takers. Competition, perfect and otherwise. 1 is monopoly. One seller and seller control price. 2 is oligopoly. Few sellers, not always aggressive competitions. Competition, perfect and otherwise. Monopolistic competitions. Many sellers, slightly differentiated product. Each seller may set price for its own product. Market demand. Market demand refers to the sum of all individual demands for particular good or service. Graphically, individual demand curves are summed horizontally to obtain the market demand curve. The role of price in the market. 1. Price signals. Price convey information about the relative scarcity and value of goods. 2. Price adjustment. Market forces constantly adjust price to reach equilibrium. 3. Resource allocation. Price good resources to their most efficient use. Real-world applications of supply and demand. Housing market. Supply and demand influence the cost of housing in different locations. Energy market. Fluctuations in oil price impact the cost of gasoline and other energy sources. Labor market. The supply of workers and the demand for skill affect waste. Conclusions: mastering the forces of the market. Understanding the principles of supply and demand is crucial for informed economic decision making. By analyzing the factors that influence these forces, individuals and business can navigate market dynamic and make strategic choices to achieve desired outcomes.